Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Journal of Supply Chain Weekly Bulletin. We have got some big news from around the world that's changing the way goods move, trade flows, and businesses operate. From new port projects and export to emergency alert and government updates. We are here to break it all down for you. Let's jump into the top stories you need to know. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla met the Speaker of Iranian Parliament Dr. Mohammad Bagher Ghalifa during the BRICS Parliament Forum in Brazil. They talked about improving trade and transport links between the two countries. A major part of the discussion was about the Chabahar port in Iran, which is important for India to reach Central Asian countries. Both leaders agreed that better use of this port can help boost trade and regional cooperation. They also spoke about working together more closely in areas like infrastructure and connectivity to strengthen the partnership between India and Iran. Pune Airport set a new record by handling 144 metric tons of cargo in just 24 hours between June 3rd and 4th. This included 72.73 metric ton of incoming goods and 71.24 metric ton of outgoing shipments. This milestone highlights the airport's growing importance in regional trade and logistics. The increase in cargo movement shows how Pune is becoming a key hub for air cargo operations, helping businesses move goods faster and more efficiently. Airport authorities credited improved infrastructure and better coordination for achieving this record and expect cargo traffic to continue growing in the coming months. Union Minister Shri Piyush Goyal met with several top Italian CEOs to strengthen business ties in Italy. The discussion focused on boosting cooperation in areas like manufacturing, technology sharing, and building reliable global supply chain. The meeting aimed to align these efforts with India's vision of becoming a major hub for global trade and production. Shri Goyal highlighted India's growing role in the world economy and invited Italian companies to invest in the country's innovation and industrial growth. The visit marked another step in strengthening India-Europe economic relations and supply chain partnership. Indian Railways is finding it difficult to meet its target of doubling freight traffic in the next 5 years. Even with heavy investment in dedicated freight corridors, many industries are shifting to road transport. Trucks offer faster delivery, door-to-door service, and more flexibility, which makes them a more attractive option. As a result, railways are losing their share in freight movement. Experts say unless major improvements are made in speed, last-mile connectivity, and ease of access, rail freight may continue to fall behind road transport despite the government's push for greener and more efficient logistics. India is likely to skip the G7 summit in Alberta, Canada, scheduled from June 15th to 17th, as it has not received a formal invitation. If confirmed, this will be India's first absence from the summit in 6 years. The development reflects growing diplomatic tensions between the two countries, especially over Canada's position on issues related to India's sovereignty. Even if an invite is sent later, reports suggest that Prime Minister Modi may still choose not to attend, highlighting the strained relation and India's concern about Canada's approach to sensitive matters. A marine enforcement vessel called Pratiksha broke down in rough sea near Adimalathura. The tugboat Dolphin 26 from Vizhinjam port carried out a rescue operation that lasted 3 hours. All 9 crew members on board were safely brought back despite the difficult sea conditions. The successful rescue showed quick action and coordination by the port authorities, ensuring no injuries during the incident. This effort highlights the readiness of the Vizhinjam port team to respond to emergencies at sea and protect lives even in challenging weather. At the ITA AGM in New Delhi, Prime Minister Modi said India should be seen as a global leader in supply chains, not just a big aviation market. He pointed out that the number of MRO means maintenance, repair, and overhaul facilities in India has grown from 96 in 2014 to 154 today. This growth shows India's expanding role in aviation services and its potential to become a major hub for global trade and supply chain management. The government is working to support this progress and attract more investment in the sector. At the ASEAN GCC China Summit, Malaysia called on businesses to make their supply chains stronger and more flexible. The region highlights important tools like the Asian Single Window and the Comprehensive Recovery Framework to help improve trade between member countries. These efforts aim to make cross-border trade faster, easier, and more reliable, helping the region better handle global disruptions and boost economic growth through closer cooperation. A fire broke out in a 600-foot cargo ship carrying 22 crew members about 300 miles off the coast of Alaska. The US Coast Guard responded promptly to the emergency. Thankfully, all the crew members are safe. Rescue teams and nearby vessels are working together to control and put out the fire. The cause of the fire is still being investigated. On June 6, the Marco Polo 802 barge ran aground near Tanjong Beach in Sentosa, Singapore. Authorities safely towed the barge to a nearby anchorage for inspection. There are no injuries or pollution reported. However, some floating security barriers were slightly damaged and are currently being repaired by the local Coast Guard. Alright, that's all for today. Do not forget to subscribe our YouTube channel for more such updates. Thank you.